she works at it. She plays at a level that no one has reached yet in the WNBA. So, to me, I think she's going to take this league as far as she wants to.
Do y'all still care about the W as much as you did at the start of the season?
The unrivaled president addresses Caitlin Clark potentially playing in the league.
Unrivaled season is going to be getting closer and closer, and now you have major news.
For the better part of 3 decades, the WNBA was losing money.
Unrivaled hopes to sign Caitlin Clark, but does not want to push it. Unrivaled finally has a deep enough pocket to where they can make CC an offer that she actually can consider. Yeah, here's $5 million, 15%.
Is the greatest hype that we have seen in the WNBA. Now, as we are gearing up to go into playoffs, I feel like some of that hype has actually died.
Caitlin Clark has just rejected a massive $5 million deal from the unrivaled league. And now, the WNBA is being exposed by a $340 million rival threat. This changes everything for women's basketball. But before we dive in, drop a 100% in the comments if you stand with Caitlin Clark.
Do y'all still care about the W as much as you did at the start of the season? Serious question. So I want to point this question to you guys. Do y'all still care about the WNBA as much as you did at the start of the season? We've talked about it plenty of times. I feel like the hype coming into this WNBA season is the greatest hype that we have seen in the WNBA. And I predicted at the beginning of the season that this was going to be the biggest year that the WNBA has ever seen. Now, as we are gearing up to go into playoffs, I feel like some of that hype has actually died.
Unrivaled, the new women's professional league, put a massive $5 million contract on the table for Caitlin Clark.
The unrivaled president addresses Caitlin Clark potentially playing in the league.
And this wasn't just a simple paycheck. The deal reportedly included equity incentives and the promise of special flexibility, the kind of superstar treatment
Unrivaled finally has a deep enough pocket to where they can make CC an offer that she actually can consider. Yeah, here's $5 million, 15%.
no other player was going to get.
Unrivaled hopes to sign Caitlin Clark, but does not want to push it.
Why? Because Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's the single most valuable name in women's basketball today. We've already seen the numbers. Whenever Caitlin is on the floor, ratings skyrocket, arenas sell out, and merchandise flies off the shelves.
The seeds were planted in college, where viewership for the NCAA women's basketball tournament started to blow up, pulling in millions of viewers. And this created a pipeline of not just talent, but of ready-made stars with huge built-in fan bases. And then came the one and only phenomenal, legendary Caitlin Clark.
Some analysts even said her signing alone could instantly double or even triple Unrivaled's TV viewership.
Guarantees you twice the amount of TV eyes, maybe 3 times the amount of TV eyes.
Caitlin Clark comes in right away, $500,000. My projections are low, 750. Best case scenario, 1 million people. Folks, 1 million people to watch 3v3 basketball? That's crazy. That's absolutely fucking nuts. 750 would be a huge W. If she gets 1 million, pay Caitlin Clark 10 million.
That's why the league was so desperate to land her. They knew she would give instant credibility and bring millions of new eyes. But here's the twist. Caitlin Clark said no.
Clark ultimately declined the offer, so they thought she was going to play, I guess. Instead, electing to stay in Indianapolis, remain in the weight room, and work on specific skills before her second WNBA season.
She rejected the deal. Instead of chasing the $5 million, Caitlin made the choice to stay committed to the WNBA, to her training, and to building her game for long-term greatness. This is a powerful message. She's not just about the money. She's about loyalty, focus, and proving herself on the biggest stage possible. Caitlin understands the pressure. She knows Unrivaled is trying to buy star power, but by turning down that contract, she made it clear. Her career is about more than quick cash grabs. It's about the future of the game. And that decision alone has sent shockwaves through the basketball world.
She works at it. She plays at a level that no one has reached yet in the WNBA. So, to me, I think she's going to take this league as far as she wants to.
The unrivaled president addresses Caitlin Clark potentially playing in the league.
While Caitlin Clark stood firm in rejecting the $5 million deal, Unrivaled is still making major moves. The league was recently valued at a staggering $340 million, a tenfold jump from just $34 million.
Closed a Series B investment round valuing the league at $340 million. League president Alex Brazell declined to share specifics beyond the investors, which were led by the Bessemer Venture Partners, but the league's valuation rose 10 times.
Earlier this year,
December 2024, the league had a valuation of $35 million. 9 months later, the league announced they have a valuation of $340 million.
that kind of growth doesn't happen by accident. It's backed by some of the biggest names in sports and business.
Unrivaled hits $340 million valuation, doubles revenue projections. My first thought, congratulations, Unrivaled.
Investors include Serena Williams, Warner Brothers Discovery, Trae Young, Alex Morgan's.
They have a valuation at over $340 million in the first year. Serena Williams is involved now.
Tribe Ventures, and even top venture capital firms like Bessemer. NBA stars like the Wagner brothers also bought in.
Unrivaled closes oversubscribed Series B investment round, bringing league valuation to $340 million. New investors in this round: Bessemer Venture Partners, Serena Ventures, Trae Young, Ice Trae, Daryl J. Pines and Sylvia Pines, Sam Rappaport, Franz and Morris Wagner.
Serena Williams was included in the round of funding, while Warner Brothers Discovery and Alex Morgan's Tribe Ventures added to their previous investments in the league, so they added yet more money into the league. We know Warner Brothers Discovery, TNT, and all that. That's of course, those networks that showed these games. The Series B precedes the league's second season, which is set to tip off in January. The inaugural season was in Miami last year, with the league's initial 36 players earning record salaries and equity in the league. Atlanta Hawks guard Trae Young and Orlando Magic big men Franz and Maurice Wagner also invested.
These aren't small-time sponsors. These are powerhouse investors betting that Unrivaled can disrupt the entire women's basketball landscape. And here's where it gets dangerous for the WNBA. Unrivaled is paying way more. The average salary in Unrivaled last season was over $220,000, far above what most WNBA players make.
The average salary of players will remain six figures. Last season, players earned an estimated average salary of $222,000.
Rookies like Paige Buchers are signing contracts worth 4 times their WNBA deals.
Unrivaled paid players average of $220,000 last year. Paige Buchers signed a 3-year deal that includes a first year that pays more than her entire WNBA rookie contract, which is $348,000.
Paige Buchers, who signed a 3-year deal that includes a first year that pays more than her entire WNBA contract. She's making $78,831 with the Dallas Wings. She'll make $348,989 in 4 years. So she's making north of $348,000 in her first year in Unrivaled. 4 times the amount.
More than $348,000 in her first year alone. Some players even get equity shares, meaning they don't just play, they own part of the league.
Athletes who join the league will also receive equity, but this will be decided on a case-by-case.
This is why so many are calling Unrivaled a serious threat. The WNBA has been around for decades, but it's still fighting financial struggles, attendance issues, and now ongoing CBA negotiations.
Brace yourself. It is getting near the time. End of the season is nearing, playoffs approaching. October is getting closer and closer for the WNBA CBA negotiations to get figured out.
Meanwhile, Unrivaled is flashing big paychecks, big sponsors.
Unrivaled nearly broke even in its inaugural season and is projected to turn a profit in its second year, a source told ESPN. The league averaged 221,000 viewers on TNT and True TV during its first season, with the championship game between the Rose and Vinyl drawing 364,000 viewers. Last year, the WNBA averaged at least 1 million viewers in a record 22 regular season games on ESPN.
And promising a shiny alternative. So when Caitlin rejected that $5 million deal, it wasn't just about her. It was about the WNBA facing the reality of a $340 million rival league rising fast. And right now, fans and analysts are asking, if the WNBA doesn't fix its problems, will Unrivaled steal the future?
For the better part of 3 decades, the WNBA was losing money. Teams folded, viewership was just a fraction of the NBA's. From the outside, it looked like a league in serious trouble, constantly on the verge of collapse.
Caitlin Clark's rejection of the $5 million Unrivaled deal wasn't just a business decision. It was a statement that has left the WNBA completely exposed. And here's why. For months now, WNBA players have been vocal about their frustrations. We've all seen the shirts. Pay us what you owe us. Players are demanding better salaries, improved working conditions, and stronger support from the league. And yet, at the very same time, Unrivaled is waving around bigger checks, equity deals, and luxury conditions that make the WNBA look like it's stuck in the past.
The WNBA losing money, owners hemorrhaging money, league going nowhere. It's like they just held the WNBA up and they're looking for the opportunity to just say, ooh, man, I'm glad that's over. Well, with this new Unrivaled news,
the cracks are already showing. This season, the league's biggest storyline hasn't just been basketball. It's been injuries, physical play, and dwindling viewership whenever Caitlin wasn't on the court. In fact, when she was sidelined,
Caitlin Clark comes in right away, $500,000. My projections are low, 750. Best case scenario, 1 million people. Folks, 1 million people to watch 3v3 basketball? That's crazy. That's absolutely fucking nuts. 750 would be a huge W. If she gets 1 million, pay Caitlin Clark 10 million.
ratings dropped by nearly 50%. That proves what we already know. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's the engine driving fan interest in the WNBA. And that's exactly why her decision matters so much. By turning down Unrivaled's money,
Clark ultimately declined the offer, so they thought she was going to play, I guess. Instead, electing to stay in Indianapolis, remain in the weight room, and work on specific skills before her second WNBA season.
Caitlin effectively put the ball back in the WNBA's court. She showed loyalty to her team and the league, but in doing so, she also sent a loud and clear message. If the WNBA doesn't step up, someone else will. Think about it. Unrivaled has already proven it can pay rookies more than entire WNBA contracts. It has celebrity investors lining up, and it's growing at lightning speed. The WNBA, meanwhile, is still struggling with small rosters, poor scheduling, and underpaid athletes who sometimes make less than overseas contracts.
Do y'all still care about the W as much as you did at the start of the season? Is the greatest hype that we have seen in the WNBA. Now, as we are gearing up to go into playoffs, I feel like some of that hype has actually died.
For the better part of 3 decades, the WNBA was losing money.
unrivaled season is going to be getting closer and closer. And now you have major news coming out about Unrivaled with its plan to destroy, flat out eliminate the WNBA.
Unrivaled finally has a deep enough pocket to where they can make CC an offer that she actually can consider. Yeah, here's $5 million, 15%. Unrivaled hopes to sign Caitlin Clark, but does not want to push it.
Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's flaws would already be glaring. But now, with her rejection of Unrivaled, those flaws are being broadcast to the entire sports world. Caitlin didn't just say no to $5 million, she exposed the system. She proved that she's not chasing a quick payday, but fighting for something bigger: the growth of women's basketball at the highest level. And that puts enormous pressure on the WNBA. If they don't fix things fast, if they don't reward the very players carrying the league, then Unrivaled is waiting in the shadows with a $340 million war chest.
I see why with the valuation where it is. I see why they are like, no, we're not gonna stop Unrivaled. You know, like I see it. This is crazy though, man. This is crazy.
Ready to swoop in. So make no mistake, Caitlin Clark's decision wasn't just about her career, it was a turning point. She's forcing the WNBA to face its weaknesses, and at the same time, proving she's the most powerful player in the game today.
Will Caitlin play in Unrivaled? Because obviously it was announced that she's shut down for the season, so a lot of people are wondering, what is she going to do in the offseason? Is this the year that she plays in Unrivaled because she didn't play offseason basketball last season?
Caitlin Clark just turned down $5 million, proving she's committed to more than money. She's committed to the game, her team, and the future of women's basketball. But with Unrivaled rising to a $340 million valuation, the WNBA is running out of time to fix its problems and properly support the stars who are carrying the league. So now it's your turn. Do you think Caitlin made the right choice by rejecting Unrivaled? Or should she have taken the money and forced the WNBA to adapt from the outside?
The Caitlin Clark effect is real. And when she comes back, watch out.
90% of the people in arenas were there to see Caitlin Clark, which of course they became fans of the Fever afterwards. But you know, Caitlin Clark is the draw.
This is what Lieberman means when she talks about this being a woman's movement. Clark brought the eyeballs and the investment. Now it's up to the league to capitalize.
Drop a 100% in the comments if you stand with Caitlin Clark and believe she deserves better. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the latest updates. Together, we'll keep that WNBA spark alive and make sure Caitlin gets the respect she's earned.